Big weekend in sports, but even a bigger week coming up here in Texarkana. I've talked to a lot of people, and evidently it is like the biggest sporting event that's ever happened in Texarkana. Two teams from Texarkana playing to see who goes to the state tournament.
Yeah, that's awesome. And two really, really fun teams to watch. Two teams that have been rivals for a long time in every single sport there is. So I'm excited to be able to be a part of it just as a fan. Just on top of that, being able to call the game and bring it to you guys live is going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Well, I was talking to some guys this morning, and they were like Sims and somebody else played at that same stadium to see who went to the state tournament, and they were like it was 10 deep.
Wow.
Then, like, they were talking about even in the outfield.
That's crazy.
So these two teams, I mean, it's going to be absolutely nuts.
And the good news is, no matter who wins, we get to go to Austin.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't drove through Austin, and let me tell you, it is not fun anymore.
No, I mean, traffic's not fun, but once you get down there, we'll have a good time.
I'm really excited to go to Austin next week. We'll have Coach Fincher and Coach Fowler on with us here shortly. And, man, it's just an exciting time. You know, I mean, you look like football season. Football is obviously king. I mean, everybody follows football. But to have two baseball teams in the same town, same district, playing to see who goes, I mean, it just doesn't get any bigger than that.
No, this will be meetings number 4, 5, and possibly 6 for these teams. So,
yeah,
even the kids, I'm sure, super excited. We've got some pep rallies happening today. And what time of the game is tomorrow? 6?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Okay.
And our other affiliate, Rockwall County Gameday, Rockwall Heath and Rockwall, they're the same ISD, are playing to go to the state tournament.
That's really cool.
That is nuts.
It really is.
The same school district has two teams deciding who goes. And I'm like, well, where do you even play that? Because they have, two different things. But it's an exciting time. I underestimated how big of a deal this was. Like, people are talking about this everywhere. So,
and I haven't, I'm not from here, but just being there for these two teams' baseball games as much as we had this season, I could tell immediately when they were going to play each other, it was going to be a humongous deal. I mean, massive.
Yeah.
The crowd's going to be wild. It's going to be huge. It's going to be packed. The atmosphere is going to be like nothing you've experienced at a baseball game because they play so many, they don't mean as much as these are going to mean. If that makes sense. Obviously I started the season not a huge baseball fan. Like the games I've went to, like I'm starting to come around a little bit. There's a little more action. I guess when I know people, it's different than going to a major league game where I don't know any of them. I could care less who There's
wins.
a lot more action in a high school game than there is in a major league game. No one's throwing 95-mile-an-hour sliders you can't hit. You know what I mean? They're going to put the ball in play.
So do you think Bellatti's going to start off on the mound?
I mean, we can ask in a minute, but I'm almost certain he will. I can't imagine he wouldn't.
Yeah. But what's more exciting than this? I guess. I mean, if Liberty Ilo and Pleasant Grove played in the 4th round of the playoffs,
the same circumstances except in football.
That would be the only thing that would top this.
Yeah,
because I mean, Texas High playing Arkansas High, they do that every year. We're used to it. There's nothing bigger except for if they did this in football.
This series sends someone to state.
Yeah.
It's huge. Wouldn't matter who they're playing, but the fact they're playing each other, it's amazing, to be honest with you.
It's going to be a good time. And, of course, I'm not rooting for anybody in particular. It's just going to be a fun time for Texarkana. Show up, show out for the team you're supporting. It's going to be a great time.
And the good news is if you ask someone who wins, the answer is Texarkana, right?
Yeah. So, I'm going to call Fincher here in a minute. Let's do this, Cam. Let's see what else we got before we get into all that. Oh, shout out, man. Tavion Neal. We were over at Liberty Ilo this morning. Tavion is somebody's throwing something at me. Tavion is
something.
Hey, he was the cover boy on the magazine at the state track meet. And like he didn't even know he was going to be on it.
That's crazy. Yeah. He's just got the look, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's going to University of Arkansas Little Rock, and shout out to him and his family. Go do great things there. Excited to cover your college career as well. Always nice to see these kids go off and chase their dreams.
He was on one of our morning shows a while back, and Cam, our producer, said they had a chance to ask him some questions about football, why he didn't play. And Cam said he told them, track's an individual sport, and I work as hard as I can, and the team, I can't make them work as hard as me, so I just don't fool with it. It's pretty awesome.
Cam, did I send you any of that stuff from this morning? I meant to send you something this morning.
There's stuff going off on the screen as we speak. The softball team headed to state?
Yeah, Bloomberg, was that on there? Bloomberg's heading to state. Shout out to the girls. They'll be playing this week, I think. So shout out to them. Best of luck to you. Let me find something real quick, if you don't mind. Cam or Frank, you can talk about whatever.
Sorry about that. I'm distracted.
I'm trying to find this video. They had the, what is it called? A little football camp this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And they treat these kids like they're in high school. And my son was out there. I'm going to give him some love. He had a rough day. Let me send this over to you, Cam. You ready for it? Yep. Coming over to you. All right. What's the next slide? Sorry about that, guys.
This young gentleman here.
Boom. That's my man. I'm terrible first name. I know his last name is Looney. I think his first name is Kale. He went down to Houston, played in this tournament, and is the MVP of the entire tournament down there in Houston. My son played football with him this last year. Kid's an absolute baller. But the thing with him is, dude, he's putting in work. It's not just like, oh, I'll show up and play. They're out there every day. They're either at Anytime Fitness or over at Sticks, it looks like, working on his game.
Cam, I'm going to airdrop him a Tavion interview.
Dennis Gerber says Bloomberg plays today. All right, well, shout out to them. Good luck. Hope they do well down there. State tournament's a big deal, something they'll never forget. Ronnie, I see, he says a lot of these kids grew up playing with each other and now against one another for the chance to play a state game. Nothing bigger. Yeah, I agree. Lana says Texarkana wins as a city. Will be represented at the state baseball tournament. I'm excited. Never thought I'd be excited about baseball.
No, me neither. Hopefully that game starts late down in Austin on Wednesday. We can get there early and go do some things game day related.
What are you talking about?
Golf, maybe?
Oh.
What do you think I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. It was you started whispering and looking out of the corner of your eye and all this. I'm like,
I'm looking for Jennifer.
I don't know.
No, we're going to work all day.
Yeah, well. Anyway, let's keep it rolling, Cam. All right. Let's look at it. Oh, Derek Brown got a new offer last week. Hey, actually, he was at Texas Tech yesterday, or maybe today.
Like a visit?
Yeah, official visit. He's on his way to University of Texas right now.
As we speak.
Yes, he may be in Austin right now as we speak.
Tell that young man to go ahead and put pen to paper while he's there.
Yeah, well, I think he's personally – I have no reason to believe this, but I think he's going to Oklahoma. That's just my opinion. I have no reason to say that other than I think that.
Okay.
He hadn't told me anything about it. But I'm starting to not be a UT fan.
That's fair.
And I've been a UT fan forever, but it's just like everybody I know is going somewhere else.
Okay, I thought you were about to say something about their school song or something.
I don't know about that. Let's keep it rolling. Oh, sorry. Let's keep it rolling. We out. Was that it?
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
Hold up.
Listen.
What do
this
y'all
is
do?
wild.
Why y'all putting football uniforms on a 20-year-old man calling him an 8th grader?
So this is Lance Jackson, Landon Jackson's little brother. Lance, I promise you we're not going to call you his little brother forever. But that's the way I'm going to describe you right now because you're not in high school yet. But he's going into high school. So an 8th grader, he was literally an 8th grader when he got this offer. Day after he was a 9th grader. But 8th grader, he got an offer from the University of Arkansas.
Wow.
And then UTSA, I mean, this says a lot about that program, him as an individual. It's just, when you start offering 8th graders, and I walked in today because I dropped my son off at practice, and I saw him, dude, he looks just like Landon does.
He's going to be an absolute monster.
Like right now, dude, he's huge.
That's
anyway,
crazy.
Shout out to him, man. Best of luck to you this upcoming season.
If you're open to advice, don't take the Arkansas offer just yet. Give that 4 years.
He's got a tired 4 years on this. So he's going to have him rolling in, man. I'm excited for him. Video. Oh, all right. So, your boy's starting to mess with TikTok a little bit. If you're watching and you're not on TikTok, get on TikTok. I fought it for a long time. I'm starting to really enjoy TikTok. It's a good time. Anyway, this is the most viewed video in Game Day history. So, it's like 3.4 million views right now. It's been viewed in over 28 countries. I think I put 18 on the video, but it's 28 countries it's been viewed in. It's our highest viewed video ever today. So, and what's crazy, Billy Lavender shot this just obviously standing in the locker room. I had no idea this thing was going to blow up. But anyway, I did a TikTok last night with it and I got 5 on it, the instrumentals. Oh, yes, I did. And it evidently blew up on TikTok as well.
What's the most obscure country it's been watched in?
I don't know.
Like Tanzania?
Nah, I don't know.
I know we had somebody from there watch it.
Well, I know I have our page where if you live in Europe, you can't even look up our page. Because they have those bots in Europe. And
okay.
Let's say I'm doing I want to do a giveaway. Well, they just copy the giveaway and act like they're you and try to steal people's identity and stuff. So I'm like, yeah. So I found out about that. So I just have that entire region blocked.
It's Europe blocked.
Hey, if you're in India, sorry for your luck.
We apologize.
You are not.
Although you'll never see this, we do apologize.
Yeah, you can't even look us up anymore. I'm tired of y'all. What we got, Cam? We got Wheezy up next. Oh, another TikTok. Hey, so I've found this treasure trove of videos that we've had since we started Gameday. And I'm going through there, and I find this one, and I'm like, it's a minute of them just going off. It's great.
Two questions. Where did you find it? And why haven't you shared them with your video editors?
My video editors can't even make a TikTok video, so I don't know why I would share them with y'all. I'm just kidding. It was just in my phone randomly, but the other ones, this other one, we have them all shared in a drive, and I didn't even know that. God, somebody was kidding me. But anyway, so I started this whole trend on TikTok where it's Texas high school football is just different, and basically, what's the word?
Kind of taking off a little bit?
Yeah, I'm stunting on other states, basically. Yeah. And yes, it's taken off a little bit. What I want to do is get one of these big blow-ups that PG Texas IRLE has and just take it from step to step to step till it's all the way blown up and just show how massive it is and be like, yeah, that was $20,000. Good luck with that. Yeah. I'm starting to find out some states right around us, Louisiana, don't even have budgets for football. They have to raise money to play football.
I didn't know that.
That's nuts. I don't know what's going on with that. I need to move to Texas. It's going down over here. Anyway, let's call Coach Fincher. I'm sorry.
Is he expecting our call today?
He was expecting it 5 minutes ago. He's probably not happy about it. Can't keep him waiting.
Need to get a producer who can keep a schedule.
Yes, our producer sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Cam, you need to get a microphone. I've been reminding you. Uh-oh. It's Cam crying like a baby, guys. See, we're 4 minutes late, and Fincher's like, not so much.
Hello.
Well, I was just saying, we call you 4 minutes late, and you're like, I'm not even going to answer.
No, you're good.
Man, what are you up to?
Oh, getting ready to start practice.
All right. Well, man, the biggest thing that's ever happened in Texarkana sports being played in Texarkana has Riley Fincher's name on it, man. How does it feel?
It ain't my name. It's these kids' names over here. It's our players and all that. The excitement that's building up to this is it's awesome, and it's all about our kids over here and those kids across the street over there at Liberty Ilo, and all the attention and the excitement that they're getting is warranted because of all the work that they put in leading up to this.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun week. How are you keeping your kids grounded over the next 24 hours?
We've talked about it. We've talked about what to expect, and that there hadn't been a baseball series like this in Texarkana in a long, long time. And we just told them to enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment, embrace it, but also understand when we get out there between the white lines that it's game on. All the not distractions, but all the attention leading up to it. Once we get out there between those white lines, it's over. We concentrate on the game and let our fans and community and let them just enjoy it, and all the support that they're giving is amazing. And we're loving that and so thankful for it. But our kids understand that there's still a series to go out there and play and do everything we can to come out on top and win it.
So, Coach, under normal circumstances, you'd be playing a team that you know very little about. Maybe you had some advanced scouts go out and take a look at them, or you've seen some video. How different is it preparing now that you've seen this team at least 3 times now, and some of these kids half a dozen, maybe a dozen times over the last 4 years? How does that change your preparation for this week?
Yeah, the familiarity is definitely there between our program and their program. You have, like I said, we played against them 3 times this year. We've seen them; they've seen us. We've played against, these guys have played against each other in high school, and a lot of them play against each other or on the same team in summer baseball. So the familiarity is there. I don't think there's any secrets out there. We can add a couple little things here and there, and I'm sure Zach and them will do the same thing. But in the end, it's just getting out there playing the game of baseball and execute.
Yeah, so if someone's listening or watching and thinking about coming down and watching you guys in person this week, what can they expect to see out of the Pleasant Grove Hawks here as they
they could, if people want to come out and watch this game, and there's a lot of people that have said they're going to come here. Just a lot of people that don't even have any ties to either school; they just have ties to the community. They're going to see two teams that just get after it. They're going to see two teams that are very aggressive, two teams that attack the game of baseball, and two teams that with a fan base and a following that just has a passion for their programs and a passion for their kids. And it's a special thing to be a part of, and it's what makes this game so special in the city of Texarkana.
Well, I'm sure the place is going to be packed. I was hearing stories from like smaller schools where they're like 10 deep all the way around the stadium. What time do gates open?
The gates will open at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
They'll open at 5. We're actually going to get over there around 5:15ish. Talk to Zach. They're going to get over there around the same time, 5:15, 5:30ish. We'll both hit at our fields and do all of our hitting pregame stuff at our fields, and we'll get over at Texas High and start getting loose and all that. But the gates will open at 5. We were fortunate enough to go over there and practice yesterday. I talked to Zach Sunday. We were hanging out at his house on his back porch, kind of going over everything, and we talked about, hey, it'd be nice if we could go Texas High. So we called Coach McClure. He allowed our team to go over there, and then Liberty Iowa came right after us in practice, and so that was a good deal for us to kind of get a little bit comfortable over there. And talked to Coach McClure. They're going to open up 2 gates for entrances, and there's definitely going to be there's added parking, at the school and in front of the Tiger Center and over where the teachers park. So if people do get there later, they might have to walk a little bit farther, but it's not that far of a walk, considering that they're going to get out there and get an opportunity to see two teams that are very familiar with each other and just getting after it for 7 innings.
So between the lines, what's the biggest challenge that Liberty Iowa presents you guys with?
Liberty Iowa is a team that is playing with the utmost confidence, and we're very similar styles about how aggressive they are on the bases, how aggressive they are offensively, and then we know what they're gonna what's going to happen when they pitch. They're going to attack our hitters just like we like to do. So. The aggressiveness of both teams is something that, both teams have to prepare for. And, that's something that Liberty Iowa's done a great job of this year, especially throughout the playoffs. You look at their last series with Godley, they were down, I think, 3-0 in the 6th inning, and they fought their butts off and found a way to score 5 and win. And the previous series forward, they're down 4-1 in game 2 and come back and win that game and then get up early and win game 3. So, both teams are definitely battle tested. We've had to go to 3-game series twice. They've had to do it 3 times. So, it's teams that are battle tested, and we're looking forward to it. The weather looks like it's going to cooperate with it. It's not going to rain. It's going to be a great atmosphere for our fans as well.
Would you say, regardless of what happens in this series, that this team has met or exceeded your preseason expectations?
I have expectations over here every year at Pleasant Grove are to compete every day, get better every single day, and end our season in Austin as champions. And we're not saying that to brag or be cocky. It's the expectations that are in this program, and that's the expectations our players have, and that's the work they put in throughout the whole year, whether it's off season, during the season, on their own, working extra on their own. That's the expectations they have, and what better way to have an opportunity to advance to Austin than to play a regional final series in your own town against a team that is also in your own town, just going to add that much more to the environment, to the excitement of it.
Yeah. Coach, I'm sure it's no secret. Who you plan on starting game 1 as your pitcher?
Morgan, I'd be lying to you if I told you I knew right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's kind of and that's kind of how it's been. with us, we've got 12 guys, 11, 12 guys that we feel comfortable throwing. And it's just a situation by situation thing. We started a guy last week in game 1 of the regional semifinals that had thrown 9 innings the whole year.
Oh, wow.
And he came in and he did an outstanding job through 2 innings and did exactly what we needed him to do. So it's all situations for us.
Would your
those
answer
aspects of it?
Would your answer
really
be different?
I'm
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Would your answer be different if this were a 1-game series?
No, it wouldn't be.
Okay, just
to be honest with you,
that's pretty amazing.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't be. It's. I mean, we've played, I think, 10 games in the playoffs, and I think we started on the mound 6 different guys.
Wow.
In every game, and every pitcher's had a chance to pitch. And in the Canton series, we threw 6 guys in 1 game, and every guy came in and did exactly what they needed to do to help their team win. So we're fortunate in that aspect of it, that we have a lot of guys that throw strikes. We don't have the big overpowering arms that we were fortunate to have in the past, but what we do have is 19 guys on this team that are going to fight their tail off for each other.
And, even at the highest level of baseball, they're starting to look at that as the best possible strategy in elimination games. Just your best pitcher, 1 inning, and just roll until you run out of them, basically. So you guys are obviously at advantage to other teams having the ability to do that. So that's really cool. I didn't know that about you guys. Hadn't got a chance to see that much.
It's something that we've, kind of done throughout the year. Just something we've done throughout tournament season, district season, and playoffs, and just kind of, who's, for lack of a better term, who's got that hot hand right then, and if something happens or other teams getting on them, we have another guy right behind them ready to go.
Makes your job tough, though, the matchups and substitutions, and left fielder going to center fielder, right fielder going to pitcher, pitcher going to second base.
It makes it fun.
Yeah. Let me rephrase that. It makes it tough on the scorekeeper.
Yeah, there you go. It makes it fun.
All right, Coach, man, we appreciate your time, and best of luck to you this week. We'll be out there tomorrow covering it.
All right, I appreciate you guys, and I've told y'all before, and I'll say it again. Thank you for everything you do, for not only our kids over here, but for the whole city of Texarkana and surrounding areas. It's awesome, the exposure that you guys give all these student athletes.
I appreciate that, Coach.
All right, thank y'all. Have a great day.
You too, man.
Bye-bye.
So from that, we will go right into Zach Fowler and his good hair. Frank says he's jealous of your hair.
I'm jealous of Frank's beard.
No, Frank's jealous he can't wear his hair like that.
Well, what's going on with this graphic? So, Coach, man, exciting week. I'll ask you, how are you going to keep the kids grounded over the next 24 hours?
I don't know. We'll see. You try to talk to them and tell them that the game's going to be won within the white lines and to stay focused on the baseball side. But there's a lot of other stuff going on, and you want them to enjoy it also. So we're going to enjoy the Pep Rally tonight. We have at our field, and hopefully after that we'll start zoning in, worrying about the game. We got practice here in about 45 minutes, so that time will be spent on the baseball side of it, and then we should be ready to roll after that.
Man, did you foresee so you've been the coach 5 years?
This is my 5th year,
and like from where, and keep in mind I don't know the records and all that, but just from beginning to where you are right now, did you see this coming?
I don't think you can see it feels like a dream, honestly. The whole ride has been amazing. You have those goals, and I remember 5 years ago I wrote down go to Austin by year 5, and it's crazy to see that we're that close. Still got a lot of work to do this week, but just to kind of day by day put in the work, and now look up 5 years later and see where we're at. It's surreal and awesome. I'll say that.
Well, I knew this was a big deal, but like people were saying this is going to be the biggest sporting event to ever take place in Texarkana.
Whoa. I don't know about that. Just Texas High, Arkansas High is always a big
everybody said,
game,
but everybody's like, oh, we're kind of used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got 2 teams in town playing to see who goes to state. I'm going to have to agree with them. I can't think of anything like there's no situation where Texas High is going to play anybody in town to go to state or Arkansas High. Like this is it. This is a pinnacle.
Yeah, you're right. As far as what's on the line, this has to be the biggest that's ever taken place, and it's exciting to be a part of it. I mean, it's history, and we just got to make sure that we focus on the baseball side, because that is what's the most important thing in this whole thing.
So when did the nerves set in for you?
I think Sunday morning.
I already have.
Yeah. I hadn't slept much, man. Coach Fincher came over to the house Sunday afternoon. We worked out the series details and all that. He's a good friend of mine. And
you should have locked him in a closet or something.
Yeah.
I'll let you out on Friday.
But we worked it all out, and that was a good time. And ever since then, I've been like wired up, ready to go. I can't really sit still very often, so I'm excited, man. I'm ready to go.
So, if you guys schedule up, like if it goes to extra innings in Game 3, it's just you and him, home run derby. The coaches wins the series.
How about I pitch to him?
There you go. Yeah, just a one at bat.
Give him a little chin music.
Yeah, I'll pitch to him. We'll see how that goes.
This is so big. Like I'm really, I'm just not a huge baseball fan, but I've learned to like it more. And I'm really excited about this series.
It's turned into an event, more than a baseball game, and that's what's cool about it. When you have something that's on the line like this, it is more than just the baseball game.
Yeah, you don't have to be a baseball fan to be interested.
Enjoy
in
the
this.
atmosphere, and what's going to happen at Texas High is going to be special tomorrow night. So, and everybody wants to be there. So, be early, be loud, and let's have a good time.
Yeah, or come by here and swipe one of these game day shirts and tell them you're with us. That's the only way to get in this thing.
I bought 2,000 shirts. I haven't sold a single one of them. So you'd have one on your way out if you want one.
Take them to Texas High. They might sell there.
Yeah, just grab you one. Yeah. You'd have one. At this point, I done took my loss. But how are the kids? Like, what is the excitement level?
They're excited. And, yesterday at practice, we had a really good day of practice. Texas High was nice enough to let both us and PG come over to their place and practice. So we got to kind of get on the field and practice in a different setting, and that's always cool. So they were excited about it, and I think today they'll be a little more amped than they were yesterday. Yesterday's kind of just a normal practice. Today's more day before the game stuff, and you start feeling it, and kind of juices start flowing. So I imagine they'll be excited today, and then the Pep Rally tonight, they'll be excited there, and then hopefully they'll come down a little bit, and we'll get them ready to roll tomorrow.
Is it a safe assumption that Gage is going to be on the mound tomorrow night?
No, because I have everybody ready to go. We've bullpenned this week already. Everybody's fresh. Everybody's cleared to go. So I'm still thinking about what I want to do on the mound. I'm not settled in yet. We've had
Fincher wouldn't tell us either.
I think you know.
Fincher knows what he's going to do, I think, but he's not going to let anybody know, and I don't know what I'm doing yet. Yeah. So
I'm going to go with an opener.
So do you do pregame speeches or anything?
A little bit. It depends on what I'm feeling that day. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends on where the kids are at.
Is the audio broadcastable, or do we need to, if we're there for that?
Yeah, you can broadcast it.
Have the beat button ready.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. You're out of practice. It's clean. Till
we turn the cameras off. Yeah, and then
we're gonna have. You gotta be hard on kids. They gotta learn how to get coached. It's going to be – I won't have to say anything for this one. It's going to be simple, like just, hey, guys, just focus on the baseball side of it. Don't let all the 3,000 people, and all that stuff kind of play into it. Just, whoever plays best baseball is going to win the game.
This will likely be the biggest crowd in the city since 2 football seasons ago.
That's
true. Think about it that way. Yeah.
And all that, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
These kids haven't played in front of this crowd ever, but you know what I mean? Haven't had an opportunity to in years.
What's cool about these two groups of kids at PG and LE right now, and coaches and everybody, is that nobody's ever done this. Nobody can say they've played in this environment, in this game, in this situation, and that's what's cool for these kids and this experience. And I'm just glad y'all are going to be able to be there and cover it and do all this stuff to lead up to it and make it, super important and super cool for the kids to be a part of.
So, how's the seating arrangements work here? Do y'all get half the stadium, they get half, or you just, when you walk in, you just sit where you sit?
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Me and Coach Fincher kind of are trying to stay between the lines. We're letting Coach Gibson and Coach Davis kind of handle all the administrative side of that. So me and Coach Fincher are more focused on the game, I believe, at this point. And Coach Davis called me yesterday, said, hey, anything you don't know about, send it to me. I'll deal with it. You handle baseball. So we're good.
So Gage Bellotti starting on the mound tomorrow night?
Nope.
No?
It might be Bryce Blackwell, Nate Moore, Parker Goodman, Ron Garza. Could be any of those guys.
Hey, Nate Moore can ball.
Nate Moore is one of the best players in this city, and just probably one of the best I've ever coached.
Really?
So he's awesome.
Gage is so likable. Gage is really memorable, and not to say Nate's not, but I didn't realize that he was so good.
Oh, he will. You have to watch Nate play more than once, and there's players like that. Like I remember Jackson Cobb from PG. Like the first time I saw Jackson play, I was like, man, he's not just special. But the third and fourth time, he's so consistent, so good, so competitive. And Nate Moore is a lot like that. Like he's just, the more you watch him play, the more you like him, the more you realize how good he is, and you appreciate him.
He's a good kid too, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he just competes hard. competes hard.
Yeah, so I'd asked Coach Fincher, normally under these circumstances, you'd be facing a team you haven't seen it at all. Maybe you sent a scout out or two, seen some video. How is the preparation different, knowing that you already know your competitor, right, your competition, and sometimes you've seen them dozens of times because they've been there for a while. So how does that change things for you this deep into the playoffs, not having to go out and scout these kids and just focus on, what you do best?
This week's a short week anyway because we had to play on Wednesday because the state tournament next week starts on Wednesday. So either way, we want to set each other up to be successful down there next week. So the Wednesday, that makes for a short week on prep. Usually you have 3 or 4 days to prep for a team, and you can kind of, go over, focus on what their pitchers do and stuff like that. But with this one, it's more like, hey, let's get our reps in, make sure we're sharp, everything's tight, and then let's roll over there and play Wednesday. So
excited for everybody, man. It's going to be a great thing for the community. Glad we're covering it.
Yeah, I'd like to be there just as a fan if I couldn't, wasn't a part of this. So I've got a chance to watch you guys play a few times, and it's just both teams. There's no just solid at bats. It's just, they keep fighting. There's no giving them away.
It's a lot of blue collar kids on both sides. Like they work really hard at what they do. Our kids work really hard at what they do, and it's just fun when we get together and compete.
I'll tell you this: I've never heard my dad ever in my entire life talk about baseball, and he's coming up to watch this series. I don't know if that man's ever watched a baseball game that I wasn't playing in as a kid. I mean, he's just like, this is huge, and for him to drive up from Longview just to watch, I mean, it's kind of nuts, really, because he's not even a baseball fan. It's just he knows how big of a deal this is.
Better tell him to get here early. We don't have a game day shirts for him.
Yeah, he's got a game day
We
shirt.
did get word gates will open at 5.
Okay.
So the gates are going to open at 5, 2 hours before game time on each day. So
man,
that's
this
when you
is
can get there.
the biggest event outside of a state championship event I think I've ever been to. I guess would have to be when Carthage came and played at PG in 19. I had never seen anything like that at a high school event, but I think this has to top that. Like, I'm excited because I'll be there, probably 4 o'clock.
That's the cool thing about baseball is there's no home and visitor side, right? The fans are going to be intermingled and yelling at each other. It's going to be a blast.
Hey,
Well, hopefully nobody's yelling at each other.
Well, they will be. I promise you. There's nothing we can do about that. There's going to be – they get chippy when Gilmer's in town. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, Gilmer. Keep going.
Oh, so wait.
Y'all can't just stop.
Now's the time. If you're going to handle Gilmer right now,
No,
look
I ain't
directly in that
gonna
camera and
do
do
it.
it.
I'm going to do
I
it.
do know there's only one concession stand, so everybody will have to get together at that point to –
I think Game Day may have their own concession stand for this one.
you'd make some money.
Is that what we're going to do? We're selling sour punches
And your T-shirts.
and root beer and giving away a free T-shirt with it. Anyway, Coach, man, you got anything else for us?
No, we're ready to roll. I'm excited to see y'all
Looking
tomorrow
forward
night
to it,
at Texas High.
All right, we'll do this again Thursday. You can call in or whatever you'd like to do on it. But, man, really, really excited for this series. Best of luck to you.
I appreciate it, Morgan.
All right,
Thank
brother.
y'all.
Did I
Appreciate
hear
it.
you predict Ellie in 2? Is that what you said?
No, I didn't say anything. I did not say anything.
Fincher said PG in 2.
I don't have a
he didn't
picture
say
set
that
up yet. I don't know who's going to win, but I know if, the team that plays the best will win the series.
Y'all are worse than football coaches. Football coach every week. Oh, man, you think you're going to win? Oh, they're favored by 109 points. Oh, man, I don't know. They got this one kid, blah, blah, blah.
PG's got a bunch of kids.
Yeah, well.
And they're good.
These are 2 good baseball teams. It's going to be really, really fun to watch.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Come out, support Texarkana, support these 2 schools. Gates open at 5. I would not recommend showing up at 7. Anyway, Coach, man, we'll let you get out of here. For some reason, I thought we had a commercial break popping up. But anyway, Coach, we'll let you get out of here, brother.
I appreciate it,
Have
guys.
fun at practice.
Hey,
We'll see you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tonight. Actually.
That's right. We'll come out there.
Yeah, save us some food.
Oh,
Yeah. All right, brother.
Who's this guy?
Hey, what's his name?
That's Ricky.
that's Rushing.
Coach Rushing. Did he finish this hamburger?
I don't remember, Morgan. I cannot remember.
I took a picture of that because I was going to do a poll, being
There's
like,
no way.
do you think he could eat this entire hamburger?
I cannot remember if he did or not. I'm assuming no. I'm going to ask him when we get to practice.
Yeah, tell him I need to know. Tell him he's on here. We need to know if you finish this off or not. All right, man. What we got popping up next, Cam? Let's keep it moving. Oh, we got my little man out here. He was out at Hawk football practice this morning.
Is it a video?
Yeah, it's a video. Watch him. He's all about these tackling dummies. Watch.
Come on, Weezy.
What? He's rocking my number 21. Oh, boy. Tear your head off.
Who took this footage?
Oh, that's me. Being the dad that's not standing with the other parents. I'm just going to walk up here and get a good video. Anyway, that's Walker Smith. That's my son. be looking for him. And
he went a little high on that dummy. That's a flag.
Well, he had to run a long ways to get over there. And then I was like,
right in the head.
I was like, Walker, I think you need to work on your form a little bit. No, you run into him and you throw your elbow into him. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. But anyway, it's my little man. He's having fun. That really is a great thing they do over there with that football camp. I had never experienced that. Went over there and they're talking to them like they're high school kids and like letting them learn their culture and why they do certain things and all that. It's, building others up. I was thoroughly impressed.
What time's the Pep Rally tonight? If you want to come out. 6?
No, it's later than that. I think it's at 8 because they're doing a fireworks show.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. Come on out.
Yeah. We will be in-house. We'll be live streaming it. But I may get the phone out. Community Pep Rally. I thought I sent this to you. Maybe I didn't. It's from 8 to 9 tonight at the baseball field. I'll just read it to you. Community Pep Rally. Come out and support the Leopard team and be a part of the celebration. Food will be available for the first 250 fireworks finale, or first 250, period, fireworks finale. So what they really mean is they're going to have about 240 left because we're getting there early. So
that's right.
We've got about 240 meals left. Anyway, what else we got, Cam? Let's keep it rolling. You didn't get my NBA scores up there? Did I not send them to you? Well, the Lakers might get knocked out. Series tied 2-2.
Yeah, we got some awesome series tied at 2-2. The Mavs and the Clippers tied it back up at 2. Denver and Portland's tied at 2. Looks like we're headed towards a Milwaukee and Brooklyn showdown in the East here next series.
Cam, I'm sending you one more thing. I forgot about it. It's coming to your iMac. Y'all don't go anywhere yet. I've got one more thing to show you. So, this baseball game tomorrow night, be sure to tune in. We will be streaming it. It's going to be fire. But try to come to the game. That's the main thing. Like, be there. Be in-house for it. It's a big deal. Not only a big deal to these schools and kids, but let's see. Dennis says, not sure if you know this, but Coach Fowler was a winning pitcher on the last LA championship team. So we did find out that 2 weeks ago. I did not know that. Or no. They hadn't won a district championship since he was there. That's what I knew. I didn't know he was a pitcher on the state championip team. And we noticed this morning that they won football and baseball in 06. I don't know how I didn't know that.
Was that that Trey Carson team or the one before?
No, let's see. That couldn't have been Trey. Let's see. That was LaMichael. Trey might have been I don't know. I know LaMichael was there. Josh Wheeler, Middlebrooks, and I'm going to miss some people, and I apologize, but I wasn't living in town at the time. But anyway, yeah, you get it? All right, well, we'll see what happens. So anyway, I'm getting tired of telling y'all, go download our app. I tell you this all the time, so now I stepped up the graphics. Check it out, get ready to run it again. I just want them to see it twice so they don't forget. We've had a ton of people download this. It's not like people aren't downloading it, but I need everyone to download this. We can get you sports information quicker. So, benefit for our viewers is you don't have to go look for it on Facebook, YouTube. You can go straight to our app, get all the information you need. Come football season, I'm telling you, we're changing the game with what we're about to do on this app. So, kids will have the most, what's the word I'm looking for, Frank? Exposure you can possibly get. So, download our app, please. Download the app. It's awesome. I'm available on the App Store or
while it's free.
The Android. Yeah, download it while it's free. Do that.
There you go.
Download it. I'm about to bump this thing up. Anyway. All right, man, Frank, that's it. What do you got?
I think that's it, unless you want to talk about baseball.
I'll pass. Kevin Carpenter's watching, man. One of my favorite dudes. What's up, Kevin? Anyway, that's it for us. Till next time. We will actually see you tomorrow night at Texas High Baseball Stadium, which I'm sure it has a name. Do you know what it is?
Tiger Stadium.
Tiger Stadium. We'll see you at Tiger Stadium.
I made that up.